Hello, and welcome to AIM International's preparatory tutorials for the Information Certification exam. I'm Steve Weissman, Principal Consultant at Holly Group, and a certified AIM training instructor in the realm of content process and information management. I'll be your guide as we review the exam's major domains of expertise, and I'll tell you all you need to know to earn that passing grade. Today's subject is Master Data Management, a key part of this special certification, which AIM created to support you as you solve your organization's existing information-related problems and plan for its future. For 60 years, AIM has been the leading nonprofit association helping users understand how to best manage documents, content, records, and business processes. This module is part of the Access and Use Knowledge domain, one of 6 within the certification program. In it, we'll illuminate issues related to data quality and discuss ways to apply governance to your data and information. I like to begin any discussion of data quality with this quote from Joseph Juran, a management consultant best known for his work in quality and quality management, who defined it in such practical terms that it still resonates despite having first been espoused way back in 1951. High-quality data is fit for their intended uses in operations, decision-making, and planning, he wrote. And it's still true today because what's important is how well that data supports what you're trying to do with it, not some esoteric algorithm used to calculate error rates or some fancy new piece of technology that will improve your information and walk your dog. Juran, by the way, was the brother of Academy Award winner Nathan Juran, who won Best Art Direction for How Green Was My Valley and directed such science fiction and fantasy films as Attack of the 50-Foot Woman. From the standpoint of international best practice standards, the ISO's workgroup on industrial data quality breaks the key properties of data quality into 2 parts: information definition, including relevance, clarity, accessibility and security, and consistency, and information values, including cost-benefit, accuracy, timeliness, and completeness. These provide excellent signposts on the way to resolving issues related to poor data quality, the very focus of the ISO 8000 initiative that's now in the works and of which the working group is a part. Not resolving these issues is problematic, and considering the size of some of the problems, it's surprising that the topic doesn't occupy a lot more overt mindshare than it does. Research by database technology expert Jack E. Olson, a significant contributor in his career at such minor firms as IBM, BMC, Evoke, and Neon Enterprise Software, suggests that many organizations seem to accept lesser data quality as a cost of doing business, despite the fact that he estimates fixing the problem could add 15 to 25% to their operating profit. The ultimate irony here is that organizations, as reported by Olson, are aware of the problem but underestimate the consequences and have no idea what it's costing them. The end result, then, is that they just let it go. But let's say you do understand all this. How do you go about applying that fix? Using the ISO diagram as a guide, there are several conclusions to be drawn, all of which will sound suspiciously familiar to anyone who has spent any time in content or records management or business intelligence. You have to ensure the data is relevant, well-defined, consistent, available yet protected from unauthorized viewing or changing, and auditable so its history can be documented. At the same time, understand what the data is worth to your organization and your users, balancing the expense of maintaining, protecting, distributing it with the cost associated with it being incorrect or incomplete or slow to arrive or of questionable authority. It's all about the groupings, comparisons, cleansing, and fusion covered elsewhere in this section of the program, and ensuring they are properly understood and executed on an ongoing basis. Simple. The preceding discussion of data quality focused on but one part of the broader issue known as information governance, which is the application of formal and informal controls to ensure information is managed according to the organization's legal and operational requirements. More than policies and procedures, governance is a culture of accountability to which employees at all levels, senior executives, business unit managers, end users, and IT records and legal staff, must be committed. Otherwise, the best technology and the most well-considered guidelines will mean little, and operational standardization and compliance both will go right out the window. In a recent study on information governance, the Economist Intelligence Unit found that the single biggest worldwide challenge to successful adoption of information governance is difficulty in making the case for it. Consultant Barclay Blair has distilled the major factors into these 8. We can't keep everything forever. Having unnecessary information around only makes it more difficult and expensive to harness information that has value. Plus, it can be a legal liability. We can't throw everything away. Only information governance provides the framework to make good decisions about what information to keep and what to trash and when. E-discovery. Proactively managing information reduces the volume that's exposed to e-discovery and simplifies the task of finding and producing the right stuff in the right time frame. Plus, not supporting it, or not supporting it well, can have legal ramifications. Employees are screaming for it. It helps knowledge workers separate signal from noise and improves information delivery and productivity. It ain't going to get any easier. New laws and technologies that create new requirements and challenges will make the governance issue harder over time. The courts will come looking for it. Coming up short can lead to fines, sanctions, loss of cases, and other outcomes that have negative business and financial consequences. Managing risk. Information governance is a big one. Poor information governance can lead to poor data quality, poor decisions, poor service, and ultimately poor financials. And then email, which is reason enough. It's the last bastion of uncategorized business-critical information. Now, any one of these things presents good reason to travel the governance path. Taken together, they make a compelling argument for doing so that smart organizations ignore at their own peril. The critical first step to achieving governance is the establishment of an organizational structure to guide, oversee, and arbitrate the process, hopefully with better discipline than exhibited by the committee in this cartoon. Populated with representatives from all walks of organizational life, the list of responsibilities is long and generally includes establishing policies and standards, including implementation methodologies, development platforms, and integration protocols, so everything works together the way they're supposed to. Prioritizing projects, starting with the most achievable as defined by feasibility, impact, or sponsorship. In other words, who wants it? Enforcing rules and providing a conduit to executive authority for final judgment. Maintaining best practices through shared vocabularies and standard operating procedures. Establishing a measure and improve mindset by capturing metrics and analyzing query logs and click trails to identify areas needing enlargement. Integrating the handling of taxonomy, metadata, user interfaces, and search to ensure they all work together for usability, compliance, and proper tagging to facilitate automation. Good governance requires that all of these tasks be undertaken and in an organized way. It won't happen overnight, though, so breaking it into smaller pieces, and perhaps assigning those pieces to smaller subcommittees, is not a bad way to go. This module has illuminated issues related to data quality and the need to formalize governance to ensure that quality is maintained and other benefits, like enhanced compliance and improved search, accrue. Having completed it, you may next wish to review the one on text analytics. The material you have just reviewed is part of a broader program of study that prepares you to take the Information Certification exam. This proctored test consists of 100 multiple-choice questions and is delivered electronically by Prometric. You'll have 2 hours to complete it, and upon passing, you'll earn a professional certification that's valid for 3 years. For more information, please visit www.aim.org/certification. Thank you.